Ever notice how some houses just feel more inviting than others? It's not the paint color or the fancy door, it's the plants. Your front yard is making a first impression whether you know it or not. So what if 9 specific plants could completely transform how people see your home? Let's find out, because number 7 is about to blow your mind. Welcome back to D-Plant Studio. Today we're turning your front yard into the most beautiful house on the block with 9 stunning plants that work in gardens all across America. Before we dig in, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our weekly plant tips. Let's get started. Plant 1, Knockout Roses. First up, knockout roses. If you live in zones 5 through 11, these beauties are your new best friend. Imagine continuous blooms from spring all the way to the first frost in vibrant reds, pinks, yellows, and whites. They grow into compact, rounded shapes about 3 to 4 feet tall. Here's why they're perfect for your front yard. They're disease-resistant, they don't need deadheading, and they bloom non-stop for over 6 months. That's instant classic curb appeal with almost zero effort. Care is simple. Give them full sun, at least 6 hours a day, moderate water, and well-draining soil. Prune them back in early spring, and you're done. Pro tip: plant them in groups of 3 or 5 for maximum visual impact. You can mix colors for variety, or stick to one shade for a more cohesive, elegant look. Plant 2, Japanese Maple. Number 2 is the Japanese Maple, and this one's a showstopper, perfect for zones 5 through 9. These trees have this stunning architectural form with delicate, lacy foliage that comes in burgundy, red, or green. And the fall color? Absolutely spectacular. This is why it works. You get year-round interest, it's an elegant focal point, and depending on the variety, it grows anywhere from 6 to 25 feet. It's sophisticated, timeless, and honestly, it just makes your whole landscape look more expensive. For care, they like partial shade to full sun, depending on the variety, consistent moisture, and well-draining, acidic soil. Here's the pro tip: use it as a specimen tree near your entrance or at the corner of your house. Underplant it with hostas or ferns, and you've created this beautiful layered look that designers charge thousands of dollars to create. Plant 3, Hydrangeas. Plant number 3, Hydrangeas. These work in zones 3 through 9, depending on which variety you choose. We're talking massive flower clusters in blue, pink, white, or purple. They're big, they're bold, and they're impossible to ignore. Plus, they bloom from summer all the way through fall. Why your front yard needs them: long bloom time, low maintenance once they're established, and those flower heads are absolutely Instagram-worthy. Your neighbors will be asking you for cuttings. They like morning sun with afternoon shade, regular water, and rich organic soil. Fun fact: you can actually change the color by adjusting your soil pH. Pro tip: plant them along your foundation or create a hedge along your walkway. If you want blooms all season long, look for the endless summer variety. It blooms on both old and new wood, which means more flowers for you. Plant 4, Boxwood Shrubs. Number 4 is Boxwood, zones 5 through 9. Now, I know what you're thinking: boxwoods are boring. But hear me out. That dense, evergreen foliage creates clean lines and structure. It's classic, it's formal, and it never goes out of style. Here's the thing: they give you year-round greenery. They shape beautifully, and they frame your other plants perfectly. Think of them as the bones of your landscape. Everything else looks better because of them. They need partial to full sun, moderate water, and well-draining soil. You'll want to shear them 2 to 3 times per season if you want that tight, formal look. Pro tip: use them as edging along walkways or your foundation. You can create geometric shapes or keep them natural. They're perfect for symmetrical designs if that's your style. Plant 5, Purple Coneflowers. Plant number 5, Purple Coneflowers, also called Echinacea. These beauties thrive in zones 3 through 9. You get bold purple-pink petals with these prominent copper-orange centers. They have that native prairie beauty that's both wild and refined at the same time. Why they're perfect for your front yard: they're native to North America, so they're non-invasive and perfectly adapted to our climate. They're drought-tolerant, they attract butterflies and goldfinches, and they bloom from June through September. Plus, this is the same plant used for immune support, so it's medicinal and ornamental. Full sun is best, low water needs once they're established, and they tolerate poor soil and heat, like champs. You can deadhead them for more blooms, or leave the seed heads for the birds. They love them. Pro tip: mass plant these for maximum impact. And here's something cool: newer varieties now come in white, yellow, and coral too. Mix them with ornamental grasses for that modern prairie garden look. Okay, quick question for you. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you team colorful flowers or team lush greenery? I read every single comment, so let me know. Now, let's get to number 6, and trust me, this one's amazing. Plant 6, lavender. Number 6 is lavender, zones 5 through 9. Those fragrant purple spikes on silvery green foliage bring pure Mediterranean elegance to your front yard. Just looking at it makes you want to relax. Here's why it works. Incredible fragrance that greets your visitors. It's deer-resistant, drought-tolerant, and attracts pollinators. This is a full sensory experience, not just a pretty plant. Lavender needs full sun and excellent drainage. It absolutely hates wet feet. Once established, it needs minimal water. Prune it back after flowering, and you're good. Pro tip: plant it along your walkway so people brush against it when they walk by. That releases the most amazing scent. For hardy varieties, look for hidcote or munstead. Plant 7, Japanese forest grass, the showstopper. All right, number 7, this is the one I've been waiting to tell you about. Japanese forest grass, zones 5 through 9. Picture a cascading fountain of golden or variegated foliage that moves gracefully with every single breeze. It literally looks like flowing water. This is your traffic stopper. People will actually slow down to look at this plant because it moves. It's mesmerizing, it's elegant, and I guarantee there's nothing else like it in your neighborhood. This is pure living art. Best part: loves partial to full shade, needs consistent moisture and rich organic soil, and it's very low maintenance. Here's the pro tip: plant it on slopes, in containers by your entrance, or along pathways. That movement creates this incredible visual effect. The variety called Aureola, that's the golden one, is the absolute showstopper. Plant 8, modern hybrid daylilies. Plant number 8, modern hybrid daylilies, zones 3 through 10. These trumpet-shaped flowers come in every color you can imagine: orange, yellow, red, pink, purple, bicolors, and even near black. The foliage is lush and grass-like. Now, here's the key. Modern hybrids are non-invasive clump formers. They're not like those old orange daylilies you see on the roadside that spread everywhere. These stay put. They thrive on neglect. And different cultivars bloom at different times, giving you continuous color. Full sun to partial shade, drought-tolerant, any soil type work. This is seriously a plant it and forget it situation. Pro tip: stick with named hybrid varieties like Stella d'Oro. That's the yellow one that reblooms all summer. Happy returns in lemon yellow, or pardon me, in red. Mix early, mid, and late season bloomers, and you'll have color from May through September. Plant 9, evergreen conifers. Last but definitely not least, number 9, evergreen conifers. Specifically dwarf varieties like blue spruce or hinoki cypress. These work in zones 4 through 8, depending on the species. You get year-round structure and texture with blue-toned or golden foliage that adds unique color even in the dead of winter. Why they're essential: 4-season interest, 0 deciduous mess, and they provide the bones of your landscape when everything else dies back. They're your winter curb appeal champions. They need full sun, well-draining soil, and low water once established. The best part: minimal to no pruning needed with dwarf varieties. Pro tip: use these as anchor plants at your corners or flanking your entrance. Pair them with colorful perennials for contrast. Fat Albert, blue spruce, or non-aggressilis. Hinoki are perfect sizes for front yard. Before we wrap up, here's a pro design tip that'll take your front yard from good to great. Use the thriller, filler, spiller formula. Your Japanese maple or conifer. That's your thriller, the star of the show. Your boxwoods and daylilies are your fillers. They support the and that Japanese forest grass, that's your spiller. It cascades and softens everything. When you layer these heights and textures together, you get a front yard that looks professionally designed. This is what separates amateur landscaping from magazine-worthy curb appeal. All right, plant lovers, which of these 9 are you adding to your front yard? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more plant magic, check out this video right here where I show you related video topics. Don't forget to smash that like button if you found this helpful. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you never miss our weekly plant tips. Until next time, keep growing with DePlant Studio.